Monitor arms have a ton of benefits, like freeing up much needed desk space to improve comfort from proper viewing angles. But does spending as little as $30 get you the same benefits as, say, a $100 or a $400 monitor arm? Entry-level monitor arms like the Vivo Basic can be found on Amazon for as little as $29. Now, most of these arms will attach to your desk with C-clamp mounts, but a lot of them will also include a grommet mount system that passes through the actual desk surface. Most of the models at this price point, though, are going to be basic pull-mount systems. Simply attach your monitor to the VESA bracket on the arm, and you can start to make tilt and pivot adjustments with this arm. Making height adjustments, though, is a little bit more cumbersome, requiring the loosening of a bolt. But for most, I believe this is unlikely to be a problem, as you will probably set and forget it once you have it all set up. The Vivo product can support smaller monitors that are 24 inches all the way up to 38-inch ultra-wide monitors that can weigh as much as 22 pounds. For those that have some concern with cable management, there are simple clips that are included with this type of arm system that we see throughout Amazon. Another common option in the entry level is something similar to the Hanano Spring, and this can be purchased on average for about $4 more than the Vivo. This arm also attaches to your desk similarly, with a C-clamp being the most efficient way to get up and running right away. Now, the biggest difference between these two types of entry-level arms is how you make that height adjustment. The spring-assisted system in the Hanano makes height adjustment super easy by just simply grabbing the monitor and moving it up and down. Similar pivot and tilt adjustments can be made as well. Now, I have found that the cable management on these entry-level arms is almost identical across the entire category. While it is a bit cumbersome to complete on these spring-type arms, once it's done, it actually looks better than a lot of those post systems similar to the Vivo product. Now, one downside to the cheaper spring system is their overall weight capacity. The Hanano is only rated up to 14.3 pounds versus the 22-pound capacity on the more basic post system. Overall, the build quality of all of the entry-level products is about what you'd expect for the price. It won't really blow you away, but it definitely will get the job done. The Amazon Basics arms are first look into the mid-range level for monitor arms and retails around the $110 mark. Now, one of the first things you'll notice about this arm is how much better it is built than all of the entry-level products. Just simply comparing the bases of both of the arms, the part that actually attaches to the desk, you can see that the Amazon Basics is significantly more robust, and this theme is consistent throughout the rest of the arm as well. I've actually seen other videos where users have mentioned that this product specifically can support up to 49-inch ultra-wide monitors, but my experience has not been the same. When attaching our 49-inch ultra-wide, the actual weight from the monitor was so significant that it permanently tilted the monitor downward. Now, the craziest part about this Amazon Basics arm is the fact that it's almost identical to the Ergotron LX, which is featured in our premium level coming up. The only real difference that I could notice was the actual size of the base. Otherwise, it looked and felt the same. And this might actually be why this is now listed as unavailable and has been for quite a while on Amazon. Maybe Ergotron has just had enough of Amazon undercutting their prices on the same or a similar product. The Vivo Heavy Duty is a nice alternative in that same price range as the Amazon Basics for around $119. Now, the good news is that this is still available on Amazon. And just looking at the arm itself, I wouldn't say that it's quite as nice as the Amazon Basics from a build standpoint, but it does do certain things better. Now, the most obvious is the fact that it will actually support the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor. Adjustments for this arm are super easy with the spring-assisted height adjustment. There is also cable management included with the Vivo that isn't super intuitive to set up, but once completed, it does do a good job of keeping your wires in place. One thing I've recently noticed about Vivo is they actually have introduced what looks like a potential replacement for this arm. Now, I haven't tested it, but it retails for even less at only $99. And on paper, it appears that it does almost all the same things for less money. The Ergotron LX is what I'd consider to be a premium product and retails for around the $200 price point. The overall build quality on this is what makes it worth the price, in my opinion, especially if they've stopped offering that cheaper alternative from Amazon Basics. Now, the LX just looks and feels significantly better in quality than anything else I've tried from the entry and mid-range products. The fit and finish is on point, and the adjustments are smooth. Attaching the monitor to the arm could be easier if it had a removable VESA plate, but you can detach the upper arm and connect it to your monitor, then reattach the entire unit to the rest of the arm. There are a couple different post heights available for customization, but we've been using the 13-inch height pole exclusively, and I really like the flexibility that it provides to raise that monitor up even a bit higher. The cable management on this system is a bit of a miss though, with zip ties being included that actually hook onto the upper portion of the arm. The lower arm does have a plastic cover that hides the wire as they go down into your desk surface. Now, this model isn't made for ultra-wide monitors, so we wouldn't recommend using monitors that are larger than 34 inches diagonally with a max weight of 25 pounds. Now, if you're looking to support an ultra-wide monitor or maybe a TV as a monitor, something that say is up to 42 pounds, the Ergotron HX is the premium option to consider at $399. When you compare the LX and HX side by side, they do look similar, but the overall build of the HX is significantly more. The base itself is more heavy duty, which I think most of us using an ultra-wide or large TVs as monitors would definitely appreciate. The actual arm components themselves are quite a bit beefier, which is important for supporting large monitors, especially when they're extended far away from where the mount is connected to the desk. Now, the biggest difference between the Ergotron HX and LX is the actual tilt and pivot head. When shown side by side, you can tell that the spring system is significantly larger, and in this case, when compared to all of the mid and entry level alternatives, the bracket itself is quite a bit beefier.